Alright, time for a Sett game. I will be playing against a Poppy here, which is a pretty good matchup for Sett, really. I mean, you have to be careful with your ultimate, but for the rest, like, you don't really have to worry about anything, which is nice. I don't necessarily think that Poppy is the greatest pick into our comp, but then again, my team drafted pretty well because that Poppy pick was fairly early on. So this is why you don't really pick Poppy early, do you? If you look at my team, like, we don't really have any dashes, so we don't have to worry about much, do we? Back here, about 50 to 55 seconds. The ward in the bush, so we see if the Poppy does some funky stuff. And then we just want the best leash possible. Sett's early clear is his main problem. This is why you have Futures Market as well, to be able to buy a Tiamat quite early or the Buy Me Cinder quite early, depending on what you have the gold for. Either one of those two is going to speed up your jungle clear. You ideally buy both because you will build both anyway with the Titanic Hydra and the Sunfire. Slash Chem Tank. Chem Tank is viable as well for extra gank speed. One thing to note with Sett's auto attacks is he does two of them, so you should, instead of what I just did there, auto attack twice technically and then press Q, because Q will auto attack reset those two. As you can see right there, that's the way you do it. My brain's just kind of off for the first one. Now the problem here is the only really useful skill to help you clear your jungle is your Q, because your W, well, it will help you a little bit, but it'll only give you a shield, like a little bit of HP. Your E, I mean, is also kind of like doesn't really have much clear speed viability, really. That's what it comes down to. Put an auto attack on both the small ones there to start the jungle tick going. And auto attack them once again. You want to, like, auto attack split them a little bit like this, so you can actually kill it quite effectively. An early auto attack on both for the jungle burn tick will speed that up. It's gonna do a 4 camp, look for a mid gank, I think. Talia is winning that fight, apparently. That's kind of good. All I'm using my W for really is just to block a hit. Interesting. Arma's getting pushed under turret, so there's no way for me to gank that. I'm just gonna run mid here. See if the Yasuo walks back the lane right now instead of recalling. Don't know if he would have flashed or not. There's the flash. Unfortunately, he hadn't used it yet. If he would have used it, he would have been dead there. I, by the way, run Ghost instead of Flash on Sett, because Ghost actually does more for a jungler, generally speaking. If you're playing a bruiser like this, Ghost is actually generally better than Flash, because of the movement speed that you have to use to basically get in range of certain ganks. In certain situations, Ghost will do more. Whereas if you run Flash, like, Sett does have a bunch of flash combos, right? Like, you can use your W and stuff with like a flash to reposition and stuff like that. However, just sticking to your targets I find to be more effective. Plus it's a low cooldown, because right there I traded Ghost for our flash. I'm gonna go for the Soraka here. She flashed it as well. And another flash. Thank you. I'm gonna die to that, actually. Alright, that's just annoying. Like, really. I overextended there with my... I should have kited that out more. That was my bad, honestly. Because I misplayed in that situation. I should have kited that out more, waiting for my W cooldown. I was a little bit too over-aggressive there, thinking I could go for that, but I took a lot of minion damage at the same time there, I think. So that put me in a pretty bad spot. They all did flash, like Soraka flash, Poppy flash, I think. Like, there's just a ton of flashes down there. Like, I would have killed the Soraka there as well if she didn't just insta-flash that. So, fair enough to her, I suppose. It's just annoying, right? Like, flash, 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 flash. What can you do? If you have the money for Tiamat, buy Tiamat first. If you don't have the money for Tiamat, buy the Buy Me Cinder first. But Futures Market will generally help you quite a bit. Right now my clear speed's actually pretty reasonable, so now I can do a little bit more of my high monster camps as well. I think my Darius is dead here. Never mind. He should not be sticking around there, like, he should just be walking away, really. There we go. Guess I'll run top here. He should be backing, in my opinion, but suppose I could try something. There is, in fact, a ward here. Dude, like, please don't do this. You're being a dumbass right now.
Look sharp, mate. You're in the main event now. Catch these hands.
Are you not? Come on, man. That dude is literally 1 HP. I don't like this at all. And he killed the Karma. He might actually kill Poppy here as well. There is the ult level up. That's all we like to see. Alright, it works out. I understand he was very, very low HP there. Don't get me wrong. But I was just kind of hoping for him to, like, walk up, ignite something. Really? That's all it was. I'll do this. The only downside about this situation is my smite cooldown right now. I'm gonna not waste 50 gold. Gank there is perfectly worth it. I know that if I try, like, take aggro there, the only thing I was surprised by in that situation is that my W didn't actually kill the Karma. This guy is so greedy, Darius. My boy, my boy, my boy. You can't do this. Dude. This guy does not understand backing at all, does he? That's kind of funny. I'm just gonna run for this bot scuttle as soon as possible, because this is worth a lot. It doesn't really matter that I die there, because he gets 2 kills out of it. I get 2 assists. It's definitely worth the trade, in my opinion. So no problem. They need the ward, man. I think I should hit the plant here. There it is. Man. Damn, I'm gonna have to finish blue buff here. That's level 6. I mean, they're just trolling at this point, right? Like, being real. That works. I had a really good ultimate to engage that play. Probably actually do that. Please help me with dragon. Dudes. Oh god. It doesn't matter. Like, a plate on mid third isn't worth more than a dragon, my guy. It's so cringe, man. Like, he got 2 minions. He didn't even finish the damn plate. What a colossal waste of time. Thank you. Right, I'm gonna have to look the back quite soon here. I could have played that fight slightly better. I mispositioned my W, which wasted quite a bit of my time, because my W would have probably wrecked the Poppy if I just hit that correctly. But my ultimate was really, really good. Like, getting the hit on all of them there really, really helped. Elia came in with ult as well, so no problem. I knew Poppy was going to be there, but my bot lane just hasn't placed any really good wards at that point. So there's until, like, at some point you can't do much, right? My Darius is dead here. Ooh, that's lucky. Please don't be stupid and just recall now, thank you. There is no way you don't recall, my boy. You are so greedy. Unbelievable. I literally have no choice but to run top lane right now because this guy doesn't want to press back. This guy should be dead here. I'm gonna have to do that, otherwise I would die, probably. I'm gonna die here, though. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. This guy is so greedy. I probably should have just ignored him there, honestly. I just do this. I can't be influenced by those plays anymore. It is simply just not worth for me doing stuff like that. I need to go for... I should go for fuel caps here, I think. Yeah. Nah, it's just stupid, man. Like, I literally have to walk in there. Like, nah. I still killed the Poppy, though, which is good. Like, true damage W did quite a bit, but I should really be ignoring it when Darius is literally 1 HP.
Everyone's got a plan till they get slammed into the ground.
Because at that point, like, when he's literally 1 HP, he's gonna be absolutely no use to me, ever. My clear speed now is really, really good. It's looking spicy.
People say they don't like violence.
We went bot lane, eh? Okay. That means top scuttle should still be there, I think. Unless Poppy one-shot it when she walked past it or something. I'm gonna check it out. Red buff.
There's always some chump trying to drag you down.
There is still a scuttle here. Yo, dude, can you open your eyes? Dude, what the heck are you doing? There is no way you are that blind, my boy. I interrupted his thing, so he doesn't do anything with that. Dude, this Talia does not open his damn eyes right there. What the hell was he looking at? He must have just been looking top, I think, but Jesus. That's good. The tunnel vision is real, my guy. I mean, right there, Ghost just helps a tremendous amount. Like, you can clearly see why I run Ghost, right? Like, I could just chase that man down completely. Still hit the E on him after all of it. I'm making sure I punish the Poppy for going bot lane earlier. I'm gonna have to interrupt him. Oh. I'm gonna have to interrupt the... Actually, I learned something. I thought Sett ult would get interrupted by Poppy W, but it didn't. I was taking a little bit of a gamble with that ultimate, but I guess I learned something. That's good. I thought because it was like a dash, it actually would get interrupted, but it didn't. Is Talia gonna survive this? Probably not, right? Good. Actually, he doesn't have mana, so I really don't want to fight this. If he had more mana, I'd probably chase the Karma there, but without that mana, it's just simply not gonna happen. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Alright, pretty good. My Talia's quite fat here, I will say. Helped quite a lot against the Yasuo, I would say so. I've helped top lane a fair amount, like, the essentially bait on that first one for the double kill for Darius is pretty good. I mean, we are gonna look very, very strong in a second. Sett skills like an absolute beast. So I'm gonna do a lot in team fights later on. I got through the worst stage of the game with Sett right now. So at this point, like, we're just gonna start becoming stronger and stronger. I really, really want this scuttle. Oh, they're doing dragon. I see. I actually can't do anything about that. Like, I would have moved, but I see a Talia top. I see my bot lane in base. There is literally nothing I can do against that. I don't have ultimate up. It's just pointless. I'm just gonna have to give dragon. It is what it is. I'm actually gonna run bot here. Go for the Soraka.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Bring this guy back. Huge. Just pick a target. You walk like in a good position in front of them and then fling them back. That's all I can do. I think Poppy might die for that, though. I think she should be dead here. Yeah, there it goes. Beautiful. I just throw the E in there, throw some CC on it. My W will be able to, like, keep me alive for a pretty effective amount, I would say. Build this, and then we go for the Titanic. We are looking very, very strong right now. I've had a lot of game impact. 12 kill participation out of 17 is quite reasonable. Definitely not bad. Help top lane survive their lane, basically. Help mid lane win it. And then bot lane, I've done a little bit of assistance, I would say. So, overall, not bad at all. There's no top turret there. I think there's no point in me running top. I could just do Rift Herald here, potentially. Help me break the mid turret open. Karma's a goner here. Nothing she can do. The good thing here is after helping mid quite a bit, like the Talia is actually like roaming a lot, which helps me a lot because that means that I can, well, farm a bit more and like help other lanes, like more so than one lane. Kind of transitions elite, if you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say. Like, I help mid lane helps, like, top bot. Like, you know, I get assistance from my mid laner at some point, which is great. I want the scuttle. The second I get Titanic, by the way, my damage starts to spike. Like, it's gonna become absolutely ridiculous at that point. Well, interesting. I'm gonna just use this mid right now. Right, nice. Herald doesn't lose any HP. Soraka no flash. I couldn't reach that one. Oh, she silenced me the second I wanted to press it. I mean, it might not have hit in the first place, don't get me wrong, but... Good Rift Herald use right there, push the entire thing through. I think we should actually leave this thing. I was trying to hope for like a turn or something, but I don't think my team could have really done any damage there, so it's okay, I guess. Helios is dead. I should look the back soon because I do have my Titanic. I'm gonna buy Titanic. I'm gonna buy my power spike item. This thing allows you to get so much extra damage. Because right now all I can do is just keep stacking HP, which I'm probably gonna buy a Randuin's next, to be honest. Because crit here, double crit. Could work. I could also go for like Deadman's Plate for some movement speed. I don't think I need magic resist currently. Don't really have to worry about that too much. I'm probably just gonna go for the Karma here, I think. Yeah, maybe I should have gone for... my Soraka's already dead, I reckon. Fine. Walks that way, no problem. Just stall this out, it's fine. Like, we can just wait for the Aphelios to get here. It should be no problem. There is no chance that this... I just can't reach this Karma, man. I need this Aphelios to CC that Karma, but it's just not going to happen, is it? That's fine. Get a stun on him, please. I just use Q there instead of trying to auto-attack reset with Q, because I'm only going to likely get 2 hits in, and my Q hits obviously do more damage. Yeah, catching Karma is quite annoying, because that champion has quite a bit of... Oh, well, I missed that one. Good. Very, very good. I mean, most of my work is already done. Like, I definitely just heavily won the early game for the team, helping every lane out. So we're looking very, very good right now. Scaling at this point, I mean, you're just going to build more and more tank items. Like, it's literally it. You can see that I already do quite a bit of damage with just auto attacks in general due to Titanic. And then the Sunfire comes on top of that. So right here, you're just going to go like... any tank item fits. Random ones, Force of Nature, Spirit Visage. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I would recommend you to not go Spirit Visage, actually, because you don't have much lifesteal. You should really just go for like Force of Nature if you're going to build a magic resist item, usually. What is he trying to do here? Oh, he's trying to do that. I see, I see. I mean, it doesn't really matter because Talia's going to cut him off anyway, but, you know. And this, like, really, right now, like, you can easily go and ult in a team fight 1v5 and just press W. At some point, shield yourself, do a bunch of true damage. There's literally no point in chasing a Karma. There just is no point in doing this, to be honest. Whatever. Can I... we have no Talia ultimate available. Man, this is just straight up annoying. I literally can't reach this guy because he's just being a dickhead about it. The champion is just stupid. Not the best placement on that. Man, this guy is just not landing his CC ever, is he? I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore. Look at this champion, man. Just look at it. Just absolutely look at it. Look at that sustain as well. Like, I can't do anything, man. I hate it here. I actually just literally can't do anything against Karma. It's the stupidest thing in the world. It's just so dumb. There is no way she just did this. You're still a Soraka, buddy. Like, I might look like I have low HP, but it's not that bad. Alright, well. Everybody hates Karma. I think we can agree. Tank Karma is the stupidest thing in the world. That thing just doesn't die. Kites you to the absolute moon. Whatever. Oh, it's so annoying. Like, I said at the start that I should have just walked away, and I really should have just walked away. Because my Talia really wasn't useful in that fight whatsoever. She had very low HP, almost no mana, so I can understand why she wasn't useful, but... you know... You're good with... Literally being good with Karma requires you to press like 3 buttons. Like, my guy, relax. Right, what item do I buy here? I think I just go Deadmans, to be honest. Get the move speed right now. I think that'll be fine. Like, any HP item here is good. Any tank item that gives you some HP, because it will endlessly scale with Titanic, really. So, anything is good. But it's already game. I mean, let's be real. Like, the early game has been won significantly. Chasing Karma there was like a kind of a bit of a demonstration. I guess I'll just do Dragon or something. It doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, that's really how you play Sett, honestly. Like, you just put some early pressure down, wait for your items to get scaling into your jungle clear, and then you try to consistently keep up your jungle clear while still going for those pressure ganks, of course. After that, like, you get Titanic in with Sunfire combination, and you build any tank item you want. You will endlessly scale. You will do a lot for your team, and that's basically it. I prefer running Ghost. You may have seen this game that Ghost was actually way more useful than a Flash would have been for jungle, specifically because the extra distance you have to cross for certain ganks. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button below. Helps me quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, hit the subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.